Hey YouTube, welcome back to part 2 of the Kayfun Mini 2.1 clone by Ivogo demo video review and unboxing. This is part 2. It's going to be the unboxing, and I'm probably going to rant a little bit first. Now, I paid $16 for this unit. Other places, the same exact thing, the Ivogo kit, available for around $24. Excuse me. Now, the particular company that I ordered this from, I'm not going to mention their name. It's not Fastech. It's not Foco e-cig. I don't think it's really fair to, rake these guys over the coals. But I'm a good customer. I'm a patient customer. I'm a frugal customer. And I will speak with my wallet. I will also speak through my YouTube channel, which has been a lot of work to develop it to what it is. So fair is fair. And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out, 'cause fuck you never again, thank you very much. Because a few reasons. If I order a single item from you and you're claiming that you've got like 28 of them in stock, and you tell me you're going to ship it out within 2 to 4 business days of when I made the order, I shouldn't consistently have to wait 8, which is double the maximum days for you to get in the mail, up to 13 days. I mean, come on, guys. It's one piece. If you send me a DOA item and I make a video and I'm patient and eloquent through my email, I just don't want you to be snarky with me. I don't want you to shekel me out, nickel and dime me to death, or barely any store credit and have to kick and scream in an email to get this, barely anything, and then have you tell me, well, we know you're going to be ordering from us again, and stuff like really, and unfortunately ended up in the position of being in that position. I've been ordering stuff online and dealing with shipping my entire life since I was a kid, ordering Estes model rockets up to, in 2010, I started ordering bulk electronic components. I kind of know what to expect when I'm ordering stuff. I kind of know if it's ordered from China that, yeah, it's going to take, 3 weeks minimum up to, 90 days. I also know how much it costs and how long it should take if I'm ordering something from the United States. So being charged $6 for a single piece that weighs 1/8 of an ounce it's just ridiculous. And then having to wait, so poor customer service, nickel and diming me. And then I've got this store credit and they have a 10% off sale going on, but you can't use both. Well, that store credit is because you shipped me a DOA unit. And I agreed like a fool. I didn't kick and scream hard enough. So I end up getting $4 back when more than half of the stuff I got from you was garbage in the first order, and I had to wait 3 weeks to get it from the United States. It's, and I at this point I still have credit. So I'm probably going to be eventually, we'll see, maybe I'll order another one of these. It was with my credit and everything and their ridiculous shipping, it ended up being about $17.50 for this, which is it's just an absolutely astounding value. So that is the reason that I'm dealing with this company. Excuse me for the rant. I will put that below. Skip forward to 18 minutes and 49 seconds in if you don't want to listen to this guy crying. So anyway, before we get going on the unboxing, I just wanted to show you this. This is from Fastech. It's the little mini screwdriver kit thing. They got both of the ends on screw, and I went ahead and put a little bit of plumber's tape in there because they were kind of a couple times they came off themselves. I find them on the floor. But yeah, this is an excellent little tool. For $2.20 you can get a 10-pack of these, and like I said, you can swap out the back end. Tighten this up and it grabs. The back end comes off, it's hollow, and you store the other bits. So what you end up with is, of course, there is a Phillips, which works well for deck screws, I found. There's a Phillips bit. You've got your regular, which I have on there right now, look into. And there is a pokey which this is just, I found so many uses for that little sharp needle tool, the pokey thing. And then there is this, it's like a miniature like Coke spoon from the 70s, like at the discotheque, like get my Tootski and, you know, a little PCP, or I don't know, like Gusty, if like my cat could like insufflate some treat dust or something when we run out. But yeah, these are excellent. And rather, I took the, there's a little clip for your, you know, for your keychain, and I used this like kind of heavy duty, like military waxed out thread, and I just put a needle on there. So Gusty and I, Gusty's my black cat, we play this game called Needle, where I get him to like fight it and bite on it, and then when I get tired of Needle, I just take the skinless bee here and, you know, poke him in the eye, and then the game's over. So yeah, Needle, absolutely fantastic. So here we go. We're going to do the actual unboxing. So I'm going to open this up and ask my lovely assistant Latunda if she would. We're gonna go down below, as they say. So first off, I wanted to show the quality of the packaging. It's really like recycled garbage paper bag, and there's a full thing of instructions. And it's got one of those Mark of the Beast things where you click on it and like an old Three Stooges video pops up. So here we go. The excellent packaging. It's got a little display window, little puffy cloud, Kayfun Mini Ivogo, and there's a full set of instructions on the back, which this is my second one. The other one I took that out and like laminated it with some packing tape. But I got that instructional card, and I remembered in Candy McCann, which, doesn't she remind you of like a substitute teacher? Like how she speaks is kind of like, okay kids, like, you know, the kids are like burning down the school. But forgive me, Candy McCann, or anyone that would be offended by saying that. You got a great channel, and I'm not worthy. But yeah, here she is. You can see it comes with this fantastic, really cool kind of unique drip tip that seals up very well. It's a very snug fit, and it's got a kind of a skinny diameter intake hole, which partially with the design of this and then this drip tip, I think it lends to the experience of having so much flavor. So inside we've got our nice display unit with a crushed velvet. This is really nice. I think I'm gonna, like if you amputated one of your fingers and you needed a place to store that on display, comes with this. This is like a work of art. I mean, all the other atomizers I've got, well, the Lemo did, but there's a chart on there which tells you how fast you'll vomit if you vape any pink spot juice. And then here there's like all kinds of exploded diagrams with the parts and everything. It's like really, it almost seems to me this is like overwhelming. Like, this is too much information. If you got this device, you would just be like, are you serious? Like, how many shits am I going to have to take in the bathroom to be able to read through all of this? So we got back cover to the rescue, because this is pretty much, probably this like second to last paragraph is really all you're going to need. I'm going to have to look into that at some other point. But Latunda, would you mind if we go downstairs? If we go, yeah, you're going to have to a little bit more. Keep it coming. All right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, excuse me for like how unbelievably unprofessional this is. In the future, when I do like serious demos, I'm going to not be utilizing this camera. Just set up the system. It's going to be a lot better, so fret not. So, who's in here? A little guy. We've got this is our fill bottle, and what I would advise you is to be careful with this. It's got an angled cut. I have not found a replacement for this, so if anyone knows where to get even that top nozzle, I would love to replace mine, because You know, I was overdosing on PCP and steroids one day, and I cramped, you know, get in the hole. I cramped, you know, crammed it in there. Fill juice, good. And I bent the, as one, you know, men always do. I kind of bent the heck out of my original bottle. So here we have, you know, inside this little box, we've got the rest of our goodies. Looks like quite a bit of good stuff. So let's take a look at what we have. Comes with 2 complimentary wick sections, which those are gonna end up probably not being used. Replacement gasket for the chimney section on the inside. We've got, here is our cracker tank with the gasket that's pre-seated. So yeah, you know, if you run juice that cracks those tanks, like the Cinnamon Red Hot Lover, Satan's acid juice, you can use this in this configuration and you won't have to worry because this is all stainless. Now it looks like quite an assortment. Forgive me, you guys won't be able to see what's going on here. You end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 of these skinnier gaskets, which those would be for the base of the tank, and there is 2. One is like a medium diameter and one is a smaller, thicker gasket. So forgive my ignorance. I know one of those is going to be for right up in this section here where, yeah, there's 2. There's an outer O-ring for the top cap and the inner seal ring. So you get a complete set of gaskets with 3 extras, which I'm guessing those other quote-unquote extra gaskets come into play for these additional stainless steel tank sections. So included in the build, it's run in short mode. Here we have our additional long chimney. That's what the long chimney looks like. So adding that would be for if you're going to run the unit how I'm running it right now. You can see the unit here. I guess I could remove this. It might be a little bit make more sense. Forgive me for not being prepared. Tonight's the premiere of season 5 of Game of Thrones, so I'm kind of excited about that. So here we'll go ahead and compare to the short mode, how it comes, to how I've been running it in full-on ridiculous mode. You can see the difference in length, especially if I remove the drip tip, becomes more evident and what we're dealing with. I like running this plastic tank section because this is strawberry banana juice. I found that it's safe enough. Doesn't have enough banana to crack the tank, but this enables me to see how much I have left. I'm going to spin that around to avoid showing the logo, as this is an unauthorized clone. And speaking of replacement parts, I believe that Fast Tech sells additional. This is what you would call the chimney section, the chimney piece, or the, I don't know what you would call that, the main engine cover. But they have an assortment of different units that have different symbols on them. I can take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my Firefox and give you a quick rundown of the replacement parts that are available. Looks like the Ivogo, they have several of these available. There is a $20 unit, there's a $24 unit, and a $15 unit. All made by different manufacturers. ES, they have an unbranded, and then they have the Ivogo for $24. Now the replacement plastic or PC tank runs for $1.26. We have the stainless steel tank section runs for $1.89 for this piece here. We have, what else do we got here? These chimneys, let me see if I can find those. I think they're $1.89. But yeah, they have these logos here. yeah, the logos here, they have all sorts of different logos available. Kayfun Mini, excuse me for Kayfun Mini chimney piece. We'll type that in. Okay, I was prepared. Okay, yeah, here we go. They're $1.78. They have an LA, a skull, all sorts of different ones available from Fast Tech. So if you're not comfortable with the Svomesto logo, you can go ahead and run over to Fast Tech. Back to our, now here, this is excellent here. This is an additional little beauty ring piece that goes, if you wanted to cover your threads, if you were using an Ego battery, like let's say I'm going to run this battery here with this atomizer. So without this piece that they give you, you would have this kind of unsightly section where it becomes a little skinnier. And what they do, they include this beauty ring, comes in the kit. So go ahead and we'll thread that on. This is the beauty ring here. And then you can see when I install it, it just looks a lot better. Go ahead and thread that up. And there. Just looks absolutely fantastic with this ring. That's very nice that they include that, because you can go ahead and purchase these. They have a 2-pack for $1.26 with a chrome and then a darker gray, like a brushed look. So what else comes with the Kayfun? We get, of course, we get a screwdriver. This is one of the more advanced models, as opposed to the blue, world famous Cult of the Blue screwdriver. We've got a Phillips side with these handy covers so you don't go rupturing your spleen, or if you were to ingest this, you'd be able to pass it with minimal discomfort. And of course the handy, I'm going to be able to play needle with Augustus later. And there is also one air fill screw, which I do not want to lose this. There's an additional it's an airflow control screw, replacement for that, and they additionally give you 2 replacement deck screws. Those are the screws that hold down the coil. These would be the screws that you will be most likely to misplace or lose. You can also get some like knurled hands, like thumb screws are available from Fat Daddy Vapes. So I would say overall, this kit available from Ivogo, if you were going to purchase a Kayfun Mini clone, because they are not available, the original manufacturer Svomesto does not make these anymore, you kind of have no choice but to get a clone. All you would really want to get is this Ivogo kit. The Ivogo Kayfun Mini 2.1 runs for $16 at the one supplier, $24 at the other. With the other has free shipping. I should note that they charge me $6 plus 16, so it comes out be $2 additional if you're buying it from the company that actually has much better customer support, much better shipping. They will let you use coupon codes and your store credit, so I would say it's really, really well worth your money, your $2, to avoid this other company that is so condescending when there actually was an issue. I will never, ever be dealing with that company again. I'm probably going to make an additional video to gripe about that. As we go through our tear down here, we can see this is our mini chimney section. There is the unauthorized Svomesto logo. And here is our deck. Again, I found the airflow to be sufficient. The juice channels are nice and deep. You have to keep in mind this is the mini device, but it really doesn't perform like a mini. I find the performance of this, the amount of vapor that it produces, to be more than sufficient. I find that it is the most consistent atomizer in my collection, even more so than the Lemo, or do you say Lemo? With the exception of it leaking a small amount when I'm filling it, which I'm guessing that eventually I'm going to be able to figure out a method. I mean, right now I have been using the stock bottle. When I fill it, I top fill it. I close off the airflow adjustment. I thread that all the way until it's tight. I place my finger over the air hole. I fill it on the top. And then what I'll do is tighten her down, open it up, crack open the valve. I will use the device, I will take a hit, and it gurgles a little bit. Then that fluid comes out and it leaks a couple drops through this hole. So what I've been doing is I've been taking this stock bottle that's designed to fill in the fill port. You fill in that valve, pressing this in, and utilizing a little patience, because it takes a while to squeeze the juice through the hole and fill the entire unit up. I don't do that. I go ahead and take this bottle, and when it's going to drip after that first hit, I go ahead and squeeze this bottle, I insert it into the air hole where it leaks, and then I release it. And it suctions out that juice that normally would leak out and make a mess. I'll have to repeat that 1 or 2 more times before all of that juice is gone, and then for the rest of the span of that amount of juice that I have in this tank, it runs like a champ. Now, I run mine in full long mode, like you can see here, and I found that if I fill it up with a real lot of juice, let's say I go ahead and fill it up 4 mils, almost all the way up to the top, 6 mils I believe it is. For some reason, there may be a little bit much pressure because of the design, and I find that it leaks a little bit more, so I fill it a little more often than I should. One of the things that I've heard is that if you keep your finger over this hole, you fill it up, you go ahead and thread this just so it has become snug, where I guess that would be like just barely threaded on. Yeah, I can feel it snugging up. I can feel. And then at that point, what you do is it's full. I've got my finger over. I've just start threaded it. You turn the unit upside down. There'll be a bubble reaction that will happen. That vacuum will suck that juice that would normally leak out of that center chamber. And after about, I would estimate, 2 to 4 seconds, at that point, that maybe it's even quicker than that, you tighten this up, you turn it back over, and then you're good to use the atomizer, and without any worry of gurgling or additional leaking occurring. So that is the Kayfun Mini. Excuse me, Kayfun Mini, and look at me, I'm like sweaty like James Brown concert or something. Like, good God, somebody get me a towel. Holy cow, am I sweating. So yeah, let me get my my new rag off. I gotta have something. It's a vape video. I don't have any gauges. There's no tattoos or anything. Like, maybe I could get a Sharpie and be like, like 669 or something, like, I got ink. I got it. My satanic tattoo, drawn upside down cross or 2. How would that go if it's upside down? Turn it into a hash mark. Be like, yeah, dog, I vape long and prosper. So thank you very much for joining me. I am going to be enjoying the hell out of this when it's finished. I'm going to watch the Game of Thrones premiere tonight. See who gets killed. Hopefully, man, I wish they wouldn't have killed that guy. That one guy, what was his name? Out of the 24 main characters that have been murdered or killed off in the 4 episodes, and they've killed like 30 people already. But yeah, that dog guy, remember him? He had like a big pus sack instead of an eye. He was like, I don't like the prostitutes. Just give me my ale and some people to slaughter, and I'll be happy. That guy, he was excellent. And he like tumbled down a hill like that weird night lady with the butch haircut, the blonde. I love her. She's great. Like, I really like that character. The actress is great too. But to have her kill him, like, come on. You know he's coming back, isn't he? I mean, there is magic in the show, but I don't think that little girl killed him. I mean, did they? Is he dead? Or is he coming back? I hope that guy comes back. He was like next to the dwarf. And I mean, what can you say about that? That Joffrey drinking his wine? That was like, murder that kid. Like, kill him. F that 12-year-old boy. That was so excellent. I kind of felt a little guilty about it. I mean, it's like, little boy, poison death? Like, that's got to be a really bad way to go at your wedding. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for joining me for this Kayfun Mini 2.1 by Ivogo. I'm not sure. I've heard the Tobacco makes a clone. Is it? I forget the other company. They're both kind of similar quality. It seems like the Ivogo kit is like the class favorite. People prefer that for some reason. All I know is I love that little tank. I wish there was a way I could figure out to fill it where it doesn't have that issue. So if anyone knows any tricks or tips or can direct me to any video or anything that could be helpful, that would be worth its weight in gold. Thank you very much. Vape long and prosper. Smoking is not Victor. The future is I smoke.